When most young women turn 18, they might be thinking about high school graduation, what to wear to prom, or which college to attend. And while this arts legacy honoree could have been thinking those things, she chose to focus her boundless energy on starting her own business. So in 1973 in Greeley, Colorado, Lynn Varriano opened a dance studio known as The Dance Is Now. After several name changes, it became Lynn Basset's Dance Factory and finally Dance Factory. I decided to drop my own name, she says. It takes a team to make this business successful, and I wanted to make sure all my employees shared in its success. That small studio grew and grew, celebrating its 50th anniversary in 2023. Literally thousands of students have had the great fortune to experience Lynn's teaching styles and methods. Many of the current Dance Factory staff are former students, including two of her daughters, Regina and Nicole, her daughter Brianne, granddaughters Bailey and Adeline, and the love of her life, her husband and biggest fan, Chris Haug, complete the family ensemble. Born in Moorhead, Minnesota, to Leonard and Carolyn Varriano, Lynn moved to Greeley in 1964. Her mother and father became longtime physical education teachers in School District 6, and Lynn worked her educational way through the city from Jackson Elementary to the University of Northern Colorado. In 1976, she received her bachelor's degree at UNC as a major in recreation with an emphasis in dance. Lynn says she cannot remember a single day when she hasn't been passionate about dancing. At a very young age, her parents and grandparents brought her to dinner clubs where she and her brother Steve learned how to ballroom dance, a style the two would later teach. As a fifth grader, she taught dance to the neighborhood kids in her parents' basement, continuing her tutorials through her 9th grade year. Her enthusiasm for showing others how to dance led to choreographic expertise, earning her invitations to teach tap to musical theater majors at UNC and choreographing Greeley Stampede Troupe productions for years. After decades of dancing and choreographing the style, she says, "I didn't choose tap. Tap chose me." In addition to dance instruction, Lynn has performed many times. Her first major onstage experience was in Annie Get Your Gun at the original Chuck Wagon Dinner Playhouse way out on East 18th Street in Greeley. And in 1990, she was thrilled to play Zanita in The Music Man for the Little Theater of the Rockies. Lynn's trademarks are the precision and flair of her dancers. Her attention to the smallest detail is evident throughout performances of her choreography. She says one of the keys to her success with dancers is the mantra, "If they don't look good, I don't look good." Clearly, Lynn is never satisfied with not looking good. Lynn happily acknowledges the love and support she has received from her family throughout the hundreds of recitals and shows she has choreographed. Even husband Chris has danced on stage with his daughters and granddaughters at times. Her students have attended countless dance competitions, often garnering top honors. Her graduates have danced professionally from New York to Los Angeles, in the Chicago Dance Theater, with the Denver Broncos, Denver Nuggets, and Colorado Eagles, on cruise ships, and even for Disney. Many of these alumni from around the country returned to Greeley to perform in the Dance Factory's 50th anniversary production in 2023. Even with the longevity and success of her work, Lynn remains humble, always giving the greatest credit to the performers and her fellow instructors. Whether in the spotlight or in the wings, Lynn Varriano Basset Haug's contributions to dance and the arts are invaluable, and there's no end in sight. She says she's trying to slow down and give more responsibilities at Dance Factory to her daughters, but admits, "Until I physically can't, I will be dancing." Her husband adds with a wide smile, "Lynn is never going to stop doing this." "Dance is who I am and what I do," Lynn says. No doubt, she will remain tapped in to the arts community in Greeley foreseeably, moving dancers and audiences alike.